All right, good evening, guys. Thanks for tuning in. Thanks for tuning in today. I hope you guys had a great weekend, a good Sunday. And talk to you guys here for a little bit. Give me a comment down below and make sure to like the stream. And for anybody new viewing, thanks for tuning in. Put this over here. Get everything set up really quickly. All right, looking good. And I'm using a small little camera this time, so it may look a little bit different. Let me know if it looks different on your screen. All right, come on, come on, come on. Touchdown, Houston. Who's watching the football game right now? You crushed it on crypto and silver this month. That's great. Yeah, I don't know. I think Itzy was trying something new, so yeah, this camera is a little bit different. So I don't know how it looks on y'all's end. But it may look a little bit. That's probably lagging a bit, right?
Looks perfect.
No, look, my hand's glitchy.
Do it.
The frames are too slow. You hope I'm doing better on football this weekend, Reggie? Well, you are wrong. I think I'm doing worse. What really got me was Ohio State. Who would have thought Indiana would have beat Ohio State? Why do you have my crypto account pulled up?
I don't know. It opened by itself.
Yeah, I'm freaking sure. Itzy wants to go through every little thing. I don't even think I still had any crypto in here. I don't think I do. Yeah, opened yourself. Yeah, sure, Itzy.
I saw it open by itself.
Okay. Crypto was called Mon, huh? I mean, yeah, but getting back to Ohio State, who would have really thought Ohio State would score 10 points in a football game and then miss a field goal at the 25-yard line? And then who let me down today? The Ravens let me down today. The Colts. I need to stop betting on the Colts. I've lost every single time I bet on the Colts. Those were the two big deals that got me good today. So it looks like I'm selling cars during the week to lose it all on football weekends. That seems to be or you can look at it the opposite way. I lose it on weekends and make it back during the week. So it depends how you look at it. Right now, we took the Texans. So we're from Texas. I'm from Texas. We want Texas to win. So Texas over the Chiefs. For any of you guys watching, I do not recommend football betting. At least you're breaking even. No, not even close. I don't know where my sheet's at. Oh, you want to know? Reggie, you'd like this. You live in Washington. I bet on your Washington Commanders. For you guys that don't watch football, look up Washington Commanders and see how many points they scored today. I did win on the Seahawks, though. 0. You guys are right. 0, Dustin. They scored a whopping 0 points against Minnesota, which is a horrible team. Anyways, let's get into some cars. This last half the week was super busy. Actually, So let's start off with this. Let me pull this up. My inbox and phone and Facebook and website has been blowed up the last 48 hours because of this video right here. This one right here. I don't know if you guys saw this video or not, but this video has gone viral. I got so many messages to reply to. I don't know, what's this say over here? Windsor. Well, at least some people like it. Yeah, this course, I mean, it only took me 2.5 months to get ready. I made a YouTube video about it. But anyways, this video has... Let's see the insights. This video has 291,000 views. 291,000 views on it. Apparently I made $56 on this thing. I don't know why there's a blue tab here. Perfect. So yeah, we got 4,000 likes, 4,000 clicks. Viral. It's just gone viral. And my website has gone through the roof on messages. People all over the country looking at it, wanting shipping, pricing, and all kind of prices on the website. But yeah. Really, I haven't watched his last couple of videos. I need to catch up on him. But as long as he's buying classics, that means I got an opportunity to buy classics, because half the classics I buy are from him. I wouldn't say half, maybe 25, 30%. That Mustang's from him, though. It only took me 2.5 months to fix it. But yeah, let's get to what we've been doing. So, let's see here. I think my cop car got delivered to the guy in California today. Alright, this Audi. I've been driving this Audi. I still got this little BMW. Oh, this little Z3. I had a customer message me this morning offering $6,500 out the door. And I just replied back to you because he didn't give me really any information. I was like, do you live in Corpus? Where do you live? And I went to go play golf with Itzy today. We played 9 holes. And Itzy played the best game of her life so far. So she's been getting better. I played pretty good today. And as I was checking out, this guy was like, hey, Bobby, how you doing? And I was like, hey, man, what's going on? He's like, it's me. I messaged you on that BMW. I said, okay, cool. What are the odds of that? So he's supposed to be coming in tomorrow to test drive this BMW and potentially buy it. What's up, Pete? And speaking of viral videos, before I forget, that last YouTube video we post, not the one yesterday or the day before, but the one from last week, the Black Friday sale, that one's got over 40,000 views. That's crazy. Waves of the world, what's going on, my friend? So it looks like some golfing is going to get me a customer. So we'll see how that goes. Cadillac SRX. Got this Chevrolet Corvette. I may be lowering. So this car is on consignment. I think I talked him into maybe dropping it right under 70,000. We'll see how that goes. He still owes 71 and some change on this car. And I've had almost little action on this thing. So we'll see what happens here in the next week, week and a half. You see the orange Pontiac Wolf got for 20 grand. What's Blue Book on that Z06? Blue Book on the Z06? I got no clue. I mean, I'm pretty sure they sell around that price range. Or at least listed. Oh, so that's a story. I'll tell you guys this story here in a second. Let's see. Let's go to Visor. Let's type in this VIN number right here. Let's see what they're selling for. All right, let's see. Close map. I don't know why this keeps popping up all the time. Close map. Just make sure it's only for Z06s. This website, I don't know if it's because I keep telling you guys this website, but it's getting pretty laggy. Pretty laggy lately, real slow. Y'all are getting my secrets. Okay. This one's got 22,000 miles on it. $27,000, $70,000, $25,000, $71,000, $25,000, $72,500, $25,000, $66,000, $25,000, $77,900, $52,000, probably salvage title. 64. I mean, that's really cheap. There's got to be something wrong with this one. Don't worry about Wolf. I like his videos. And you don't need to donate $2 every time, Dustin, but I appreciate it. What's wrong with this one that it's 75,000 or 65,000? Super clean. Well, I don't imagine people are well, this one's listed for 136 days. I don't imagine people are spending. I need to sign into something, so I'll exit out of this. I don't imagine people are spending $70,000 plus freely these days. High ticket items have slowed up a lot. I've personally never really been good at selling things over 30 grand. Just typically anything over 30,000 I've been really bad at selling. I just don't have the clientele for it really. But obviously, you know, we get in some $40,000 C7s and $40,000 classics that move decently. But in general, they don't really move. But when you get into like a $70,000 mark, doesn't even matter if it's me or your clientele. That's just a different kind of buyer that is slowed up right now in this economy. So I'm going to look up that VIN number. Did that big truck sell? The guy I sold the cop car to, he offered me $30,000 for it, and I told him no. That big truck, I really haven't posted it nowhere just yet. I mean, it's on my website, but I haven't made too much of a video. Okay, this is why I got too many different tabs open. Get you guys back in here. All right, so I'm looking up this because this one just seemed too cheap, very cheap. And this is what you guys got to watch out for if you guys buy online or any car really. But 65,000, much cheaper than the rest of the cars. Got to be an issue with it. Car looks super, super good. Well, here's the history report right here. Has state title brands, severe accident, airbag deployed. 2 accidents. Or no, probably just 1. Unless they hit it the next day. And then probably, came from Houston, Texas. Salvage title, water damage. So not only was it in an accident, airbag deployed, it has water damage now. So water damage, rebuilt, salvage title. You gotta watch out. Usually if things are too good to be true, they normally are. And then that gets me into another story that reminded me. Yeah, for real, pass. So, I think the Z06 is priced decent. I don't think it's overpriced the way it is right now, but again, you got to find the right guy to spend $70,000 on a car right now, which is not too many people willing to do. My GTR, I've been getting a lot of offers in the high 60s on it, but that's just not going to cut it on that car. So this week, a lot of offers, high 60s. And I had a guy, I don't know where he found me, whether it be Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, but he reached out to me and he had a 2000 model Chevrolet Corvette, silver. You guys know that's my favorite color on a Corvette, silver. And convertible, automatic, 33,000 miles on it. Very clean car. So silver convertible, automatic, 2000 model, 32,000 miles on it. In Florida. What do you think he wanted for it? I'll give you guys a couple seconds to answer. The 2002 model. Too much, yeah. Or 2000 model, 33,000 miles on it. It's a 2000 model, so even worse. I'm giving myself, I don't know how to stop this. I kind of messed it up. Hope you guys don't have epilepsy. Itsy, you know how to fix this thing? Okay, no. Yeah, you guys are 30K, 30K, 28K. Well, your brain's fried. I know. Sorry about that. Is it working? Yeah, it's good now.
Do you want another color?
I was trying to get another color.
Which color do you want? Step away.
I don't know, like green or blue.
That?
I don't think that comes up well on the screen. That's fine. That's fine. Thank you, Itsy. Itsy's always coming in. Yeah, don't worry about it, Dustin. But no, he wasn't really too out of the world on price. He wanted 15,000. He said 15. He wanted 16, but he said 15. 15 to 16,000 for it. It's a convertible in the dead of winter time. Silver. It's my least favorite color on one, personally. And it's an automatic, but the main thing is it had 5 owners. Shipping is $1,100. And he had 5 owners. But the biggest deal on a C5, which I personally do not care for. Like, I don't care about it. But a 1997 to 2000 brings less money and is less desirable than a 2001 to 2004. They get a different electronic system in it. They are just not popular. Every time I get one, I get a lot of hassle when I try to sell it. Because eventually they get like an ABS traction control light on, and you can't get it off once it comes on. Well, Reggie, you brought up a good point. So I don't think I have MMR open anymore. But I offered him. So when he called, and I hate this. I absolutely hate this. My biggest pet peeve is when people send me a car for me to buy it, and they never tell me what they want for it, or they never give me a price. Well, make me an offer. What if I just said make me an offer on all my cars and never put a price? People would get pretty pissed off about that. I said, it's your car, you know what you want for it. What do you want? Oh, well, make me an offer on it. Okay, I'll give you $11,000 for it. And then he had a heart attack. Oh, well, this and that. I said, well, what'd you want for it? 15 to 16 grand. Well, then why didn't you start off with that? Why'd you waste my time with sending me all this and texting me and calling me? And I asked you this from the get-go. And I was like, man, you live in Florida. I really don't want your car. I even told him from the get-go. I said, I really don't want it. It's a convertible. I don't want a convertible right now. I don't want silver, and I don't want a pre-2001 Model C5 at the moment. And I said, but I'll give you $11,000 to $11,500. That's kind of where I'd be at on it. I got to pay $1,100 in shipping, so that's putting me about $12,500, $12,600 in the car. Oh, and then he's like, and somewhere in the conversation, and from the get-go, I even told him, look, because I couldn't remember where he follows me. I was like, before I tell you what I'll pay for it, I want you to understand, one, you will get more money for it here in the next 3 or 4 months. So if you don't need to sell it, don't sell it right now, because you're selling it in the worst time of the year for a convertible. And then he also mentioned he wanted a C7. I said, well, if you were going to get a C7, I recommend, whether it's through me or somebody else, to trade your car into that dealership so you can save on your taxes, and they will allow you more money for your trade-in. So I told him all that before I even told him I'd give him $11,000 to $11,500. That's what I said. And he had about a heart attack. He's like, I just don't, because after that I said, well, what kind of C7 are you looking for? I'm not going to disclose that information to you. And I started laughing on the phone. I said, what are you talking about? What do you mean? What's the secret? And he's like, I just don't feel comfortable. I don't trust you. You're lowballing me on your car. I said, okay, really, I'm lowballing on your car. So I sent him, I said, I'm going to say, while we're on the phone, I'm going to text you what I can buy one of these cars for at an auction with a warranty. So I sent him an MMR, and his car was $12,500. And if you guys watch my live streams, C5 Corvettes rarely bring MMR, rarely. And then especially a convertible right now is going to bring way back of MMR, way under. And so I said, look, I can buy your car for at least $12,500. And I'll have a warranty, and it'll be in Texas. I am giving you more than that, technically, after my shipping. And then I said, I'll do you one even better. And I didn't do this before I made him offer. I said, I bet you I beat CarMax and Carvana. He said, what do you mean? I said, I bet you I beat CarMax or Carvana on their offer. So I got his VIN number and typed it into Carvana, put the miles, put very great condition, this and that. But what did Carvana come back at? $11,000. I beat Carvana by $500 with my brain. So he kind of got quiet after that, and I said, well, obviously we're not doing any business. Hope you feel like I wasn't trying to lowball you. I actually paid you the most out of everybody. So that was the end of that. Haven't heard from him. which is good because like I said from the get-go, I did not want a convertible C5 at the moment. Yeah, I know. I mean, I'm don't get me wrong, I'm off on values on a lot of stuff. You ask me anything about a brand new car, a new C8, I'm not the kind of expert value guy. But you ask me anything about a C3, a C4, or C5, a C6, I'm on the money. I am on the money on those cars. You were getting FOMO. Yeah, I know. That video took me for... That video is really what set me behind on my YouTube. I'll tell you what Waves of the World was talking about. Let's see if I can pull it up here. This video has put me back a bit. Maybe it's my Wi-Fi that's slow. What do you guys think about an 85 Camaro IROC? I have a guy out of California trying to sell me one, and it's fairly inexpensive. Problem is, shipping is like most of the cost, 25-30% of the cost of the car. Yeah, it's true. The longer the videos do good, but my watch time is decent. Like it's an hour video and it's only got like 12 average watch time. Okay, I'm trying to find this video for you guys. Oh, it's right here on my freaking home screen. Right here. Right here. This one right here. Worst group of classic cars I bought all year. Full story. 57 minutes long. This video put me back about 2.5 months because I've been holding it and holding that video, and I didn't want to post it because I don't like to post videos of cars where the cars aren't ready for sale. So it took me like 2 months to get both of those cars ready for sale, which means I had this video held up for 2 months, and then I don't know, I kept wanting to post it, but I didn't know when I was going to post it, so I kept pushing off other videos. So if you guys remember, I was posting about 2 YouTube videos a week, and now we're back to 1 video a week. But hopefully we'll start picking it up here first of the year, now that that video's out of the way. Because I just didn't want to fill up too many videos on top of that video, or it's going to get lost. And I thought it was a pretty good one, so I didn't want to ruin it. Post longer videos on Thursdays. Yeah, I know. I think that Black Friday video I posted on Thursday, and man, it went crazy. If you can get the IROC. Yeah, IROCs are getting hot right now, but it's the late 80s IROCs that are hot. I mean, all of them are getting hot, but the late 80s are going up. Well, thanks for the tip, Chris. And all IROCs are going up. Late 80s specifically are going up. But this IROC's a little weird. It's a 1 of 500 made, actually, but it's not really that special. It's like a stripped down IROC. It's a California, yeah, the 88, 89, maybe the 87 too. I'm not exactly sure. But they had the 5.7 option. Yeah, they are, Dave. They're bringing some really... I've had one. Actually, I think I bought 2 or 3 IROCs this year, and all of them sold within 1 day of owning. But this one, this guy's trying to sell me is a stripped down version from the factory. It's a California special. So it has no wing, has no decals, and has a different hood. But it's still a Z28 IROC. So it looks like a plain Jane Mustang, or a plain Jane Camaro, but it's still technically an IROC. And it's be one that could sell fairly inexpensive, but I'm buying it in California. AC doesn't work. Odometer's been changed out. Been repainted black, but from Mako, so I'm not expecting the best paint job. Interior looks good. Sounds really good, but I don't know. It's black. I do like the burgundy too, though, Reggie. So it's a black one. I think I'm going to have my brother call up and try to close the deal on it tomorrow. I looked up shipping. It was like $800 and something, so it's not too crazy. So yeah, speaking of my brother just now officially starts working with us this week. So we got his pay plan all set up and his tier schedule for sales. So he'll be helping out around the place and trying to sell some cars. So this will be his first solid week of actual employment with us. So brother is coming into the mix. We'll see how he does, and hopefully he can help push out some cars. I like the teal gray one with white interior. Those are so rare. Yeah, teal gray, that would be extremely hard one to find. What else? What else? Okay, here's another one actually. I'm going to give you some backstory, but let me find this guy's deal first. What would you guys do in my situation right now? Well, I kind of know what I'm going to do, but I want you guys to see what you guys would do. Where's his deal at? All right. I'm going to give you a backstory. A guy reached out to me back in... You remember that time where I was complaining about people trying to sell me stuff and them backing out after we made an offer on things? Probably about 6 months ago. Where I bought like 3 cars and then all the sellers backed out. Yeah, good. It's pretty much 6 months ago. So July 30th, a guy reached out to me trying to sell, lo and behold, another 2000 model Chevrolet Corvette. And yeah, Dustin, that's actually what I'm a little worried about on the iRock. Is that I just don't think it's going to be worth the hassle from what I can see. But anyways, this guy reached out to me on July 30th to sell me his 2000 model Corvette, 32,000 miles on it. I think it's an automatic, but it is a coupe. Yeah, automatic coupe. Super clean car. Silver, as always. I don't know why everybody wants to sell me their silver cars. 38,000 miles on it. I think at the time, and I needed this Corvette at the time. Like, I already had a buyer for it. I offered him $13,000 for it. Which, back in the summertime, the cars bring more. Like I was trying to explain to that other guy. Spring, summer, sports cars are going to bring more. Wintertime, obviously, they're going to bring a little bit less. Especially if you have a convertible. Or just plan to hold on to it for longer. Anyways, I made a deal with this guy to buy his car for $13,000. He lives out of state. Had a buyer lined up for it. Well, he texts me about 2 or 3 days before transport gets there, backing out of the sale. And canceling it. Doesn't want to sell it anymore. He was selling it because he was having surgery and didn't know if he's going to be able to get in and out of it, this and that. But then his surgeon said he'll be able to heal up pretty quick and still be able to drive his car, so he didn't want to sell it anymore. Well, I get this message today. Hi, Mr. Bobby. We spoke last year, which was like 6 months ago. We made a deal on my 2000 Corvette. All went well with my surgery. However, I'm putting a deposit down on a 2026 Corvette. Would you still be interested in purchasing my car? I don't recall the numbers, but reach out to me if you want to. What would you guys do in that situation? I mean, he obviously remembers how much I offered him for the car. I know what I'm going to do. But what would you guys do in my situation? And there's another deal too. A guy screwed me out of a Corvette. Bogita, get out of here. I would pass, but you always do the opposite of me. That's my mom. Ignore. Yeah, so sorry, it's these cats going crazy over here. Yeah, every time I'm on a live stream, the animals want to go crazy. So here's what I'm going to do, and I'm kind of do a mixture of things. Is I'm pretty much going to, I'm not going to ignore them outright, because I just want people to, I do appreciate people reaching out to me to try to sell or buy me stuff, because they could go anywhere. So I at least want to give them a call back or touch base with them. But one, I'm going to have to explain to them that was, 6 months ago, and the biggest time of year for sports cars, and that my offer is no longer good. It's going to be less. And two, that I technically really don't want it anymore. So my least favorite thing to do is, besides people, well, this is actually my biggest thing to do. Biggest pet peeve is when people bring me their cars to sell, we make a deal. We make an agreement. We shake hands or confirm on the phone, sign paperwork, and then they back out on their end. And then fast forward a couple weeks or a month, they want to come back and sell it to me because they couldn't sell it on themselves. I hate that. Like, I just don't buy the car then. Like, I just don't do it. I'd say keep it. My cat's right next to me when I'm PC too. LOL, his fat ass is snoring. Cat's snoring. I wish this one was snoring. It's just biting stuff all over the place. You're just being honest. If you don't want it, don't buy it. Easy peasy. Yeah, it kind of is easy peasy, but then you run the risk of people giving you bad reviews. Well, I called him up and he wasn't interested. They don't buy cars. You're a Corvette dealer and you didn't want to buy my Corvette. So that's kind of be the conversation with him. One, I'm just going to kind of brush it off, tell him, look, your car's worth less now, not too interested. I'll give you X amount for it, but I'd recommend to hold off on it or trade it in on your Corvette. And like there's this one right over here. Let's see if I can find it. This guy, this is the last one that I wouldn't say pissed me off because I could care less. But like if this guy ever came back and tried to bring his Corvette over here, I wouldn't buy it. And he's a YouTube follower, so if you're watching this, enjoy your Corvette because I'm not buying it. Let's see. Let's see if I can type or spell. Here we go, right here. So this guy. Well, here's another one. See, look at this. This is Facebook Marketplace is a wild deal. Here's the same car for $7,000 difference. And I guess they wanted... Okay, so here's this. This is in Corpus Christi. You can see all this is jacked up, okay? Well, anyways, you can see they originally had it at $26,000, dropped it to $20,000, but then here's the same car for $13,000. Well, the people that own this car didn't bring it by to me. It's an 82, which is the worst year of the C3, by the way. They didn't bring it. They came by and asked me if I was interested. And I said, no, I'm not interested. Well, why? They get a little mad. Well, why? I said, because it's an 82 Corvette. It's the worst Corvette ever made besides an 84. I don't like buying them. People don't like to buy them. They're not worth a whole lot. People think they're worth a whole lot. How much were you looking to get for it? And this one of those deals. Well, I don't really know how much I want for it, but, make me an offer. I said, I don't want to buy it. Like, I don't want it. But what do I think your car is worth to me? Probably about $4,000. And at that, I probably still wouldn't buy it. What are you talking about? Like, I want at least $15,000 for it. I said, well, good luck. You should have told me that from the get-go. But I can tell you right now, you're not going to get $15,000 for it. I said if I had the car and if it was nice, it would be a $8,000-$9,000 car after I fix what needs to get fixed, maybe. And at that, I don't want it. And then, obviously, you see it still here on Facebook Marketplace. But this guy brought this Corvette to me. It's a 2006 LS2. Nothing wrong with the LS2s. Just people prefer the LS3s. 33,000 miles on it. Standard, which is great. Pretty clean car all the way around. Does have a check engine light for some O2 sensors and stuff. He has a little bit of performance stuff, such as an exhaust and air intake and a tune, which the car needs to get retuned. They put the exhaust on wrong, so every time it's on, it rattles. So you have to get all that touched up, which nothing too major, but and the headlights were faded. I don't even know if he has pictures of them on here. They look decent here, but the headlights are fading. So anyways, it was a decent car all the way around it. And he came up, and it's one of those same deals. Well, what would you give me for it? I said, dude, I don't like doing that stuff. And no, what would you, just give me an offer on it? I said, okay. I'll give you $18,500 for it. Oh man, I was hoping to be like $28,000. He said I paid $28,000 for it, and I got $30,000 in it after all the extras and stuff. I said, man, I can't help what you paid for it. You bought it 2 years ago. They're selling for more than that. I don't think you really overpaid too much for it. I think your car on a retail end. This is where he got his $25,000 asking price at too. I said, I think your car retail is probably a $25,000 car. I think it does sell at $25,000 retail, but you're going to sit on it for a little bit. You're going to have to fix all the things that are wrong with it, which it may be little, but it's about $1,000 to fix it. And you're going to sit on it for a little bit, and you'll get $25,000, or I'll get $25,000 for it. So by the time I pay you $18,500, put $1,000 into fixing it, get it detailed, serviced, I'm about $20,000 in it. And it may bring 24, may bring 25, may bring 23.5. I don't know. And so anyways, he's like, well, can I take my performance stuff off of there and we'll have a deal? I said, yeah, sure, of course. I said, when do you want to come back? I can write you a check right now. No, I need to go get the title. Let's just do it tomorrow night. Perfect. I'll give you a ride back, because he lived about 20 minutes outside town. I said, we'll give you a ride back tomorrow. Perfect. I'll see you tomorrow. Thank you, Bobby. Thank you. This and that. Love your videos. Well, my brother texts me. He put his car on Facebook Marketplace at $25,000 the next day. And here we are 2 weeks later, and the car still hasn't sold. Because you aren't a dealership. There's a difference between retailing a car privately and a dealership. Not that there's a value difference in the car, but it's easier for me to sell a car than it is for you to sell a car. So I don't know. That's just a big pet peeve of mine, that people make deals with me and back out, especially when I'm the one paying them money. It's not like I'm getting money from you. I'm paying you money, and you're backing out on it. So like, if that guy brought that car back to me, if he called me back up and said, hey, Bobby, I want to take you up, I just wouldn't buy it. I mean, I could definitely use it. It's a nice car, but just out of principle, I wouldn't buy it at all. Does a 2006 have that funny oil pump issue? Not that I know of. In 2006, I mean, the C6s are all practically the same. I mean, the only thing's the balancers. Dad, Mark Morales, 3 Corvettes. We are from Corpus Christi. I just want to say thank you to your dad. He sold my dad, Mark Morales, 3 Corvettes. We are from Corpus. Awesome. I'll make sure to tell him that. JM Vet Life. That's a good handle. So, yeah, that's my biggest pet peeve. So, when people want to sell me cars, when I'm selling cars and we make a deal and people back out, that's to be expected. I expect that. And so, since that video of my Mustang has gone semi-viral, oh, this car right here. We may have this 71 Corvette sold. At least my dad says it's sold. We have a guy, I don't really know where he saw it because I never talked to him. My dad talked to him. I think he lives in Waco. I think he's an RV dealer. I think he's a dealer of RVs and stuff. He's supposedly buying it. Supposed to wire transfer us some money tomorrow. So maybe this thing is sold. Because of that, I now drive a 13 Grand Sport 60. That's a beautiful car. If you ever, speaking of selling cars, if you ever want to sell it, bring it my way. Just don't back out of the deal. And speaking of Grand Sports, look at this monster that got in from the auction. This is a beautiful car. And I know I've been talking a lot of trash on convertibles tonight. That's probably just because I don't know, pissed off at that guy for saying I lowballed him. I have one of the most beautiful convertible Grand Sports I've ever seen. I just haven't posted any pictures of it yet. Because one of the, not Nate, but another transporter we use wants to buy it. And he said to give him until Monday to come up with some stuff to be able to buy it. So I just haven't put any pictures on here yet. But we got this maybe sold. I'll find it tomorrow. And I sold our baby blue T-Bird yesterday. So our 36,000 mile T-Bird is sold. The convertible is silver. It's silver with black stripes. That's this Grand Sport convertible, and then my yellow Grand Sport right there. My dad really loves the yellow one. I like the silver one. It just looks really good. It's just really clean, I guess. Like, they're both clean, but there's just something about this silver one that's just, it's different. You can tell it's different. Where can I get good AC work on your vet? You could get it at the guys I use, Send It Performance. If you call up, or I don't have their number off the top of my head, but if you call up the dealership tomorrow, Itzy or myself can get you their information. But you may be able to find them on Facebook. I don't know if they're on Google, but Send It Performance.
369-799-08.
Yeah.
That's it. I know it by heart.
Itzy's got it all memorized. But yeah, that's kind of the deal. So we got the blue Thunderbird sold. I need to sell the red one. I mean, I don't really need to sell it, but I would like to sell it. Or I should just churn this one. The one I'm talking about is this Thunderbird, for you guys that don't know. I should just turn this one into a STINGRAY promotional car at the moment. Chris off Greenwood. Yes, exactly. Yeah, Reggie. We're on this. We just turned this one into a company car at this point. Put it up on Bring a Trailer and dump it. I guess I could do that. I really didn't think about that, to be honest with you, Chris. This would be a good bring a trailer car. This thing brings at least 10 grand on bring a trailer. I mean, worst case scenario, 9, which was still cheaper than my Black Friday sale, or which is still more than my Black Friday sale. So I did have a guy. I don't know. Maybe I should have. I don't know. On my Black Friday video, I said this car was like 8,800, 8,900, something like that. A guy called up wanting it, and he was talking. I never spoke to him, actually. He's talking with my brother. And I don't know why my brother discounted it even more, but he got my brother down to 8,600. But he wanted to tinker around and think about it. And I said, look, he can either, if you told him 80, I said, I don't know why you told him 8,600. I don't want to sell it for 8,600, but if you told him that, I mean, I'll accept your screw up, I guess. And we'll honor that. But if he calls me Tuesday, I won't take it. Like, I won't take it. And I said, well, you better text him and call him Monday and tell him today's the last day. Well, because no, I need to think about some more. My brother said, look, there's no more time to think about it. If you don't buy it today, you're not buying it for that price. Well, he didn't buy it at the price because I didn't accept it after that. I had another guy message me Friday wanting to buy it for 8,800 because he just watched the video, and I just didn't take it. Have a great night. My father says tell Bobby he said hello. He sold him an 81, 8701. Mark Morales. Well, awesome. I will make sure to tell my dad that. And I will make sure to tell him. So, I don't know. I could have got rid of the Thunderbird, but it's just one of those deals. I mean, it should sell for around in the 10 grandish range. This Mustang, it'll probably be sold here pretty soon. This one right here. I mean, this is just a beautiful car. So this one may not last too long. But that's kind of what's been going on this week. We did get in. My dad and brother went to an auction Tuesday. They bought 2 trucks and a cruise. One truck has a slipping transmission. The other truck is running really rough. And the cruise is running okay. Yes, he is still driving the Benz. He was actually talking about to get out of it so we can put it on the lot to really try to sell it. I was like, well, what else are you going to drive? He's like, you're right. I'll keep driving the Benz. So yeah, he's still driving the Mercedes. And I don't think we have any more cars on the way yet. I spent a lot of money on those Grand Sports. Spent a lot of money on those Grand Sports. So hopefully
My car is going to the mechanic. I have a pinky.
Oh yeah, Itzy's sending her pink car to get a radio put in it.
And some lights underneath.
She's gonna put some LED lights. She's really getting the Mexican out of her. Yeah, Ryan, those Grand Sports were your fault, man. You got that little temptation going. You're still looking for a Monte Carlo. I would love to have a Monte Carlo. I mean, those things are really cool. It's nice. Just don't want to deal with the maintenance on that thing. It won't be cheap. No, Mercedes, Audi, BMW are never cheap at all. Yeah, she's definitely doing a pimp my ride. I mean, I feel like she's gonna be like one of those. You guys watch the Cars movie and the lowriders come out. And they have all the
like that. That's too tacky.
They have all the LED lights underneath.
That's too tacky.
That's gonna be her.
No, that's not true.
But yeah, that's kind of all that's gone on this week. So my brother's working officially now. Blue Thunderbird, Cop Car, Grand Sports came in. Lots of deals on the Mustang, few deals on GTR, deal on the 71 Corvette. So try to close them out. I mean, really, we're already ahead of what we did last year. Last December, I think we only sold one sports car last year in the month of December. We sold, obviously, more finance cars. But as far as sports cars go, we only sold one sports car. And I think we're already got 3 out so far this month. So 2 more than last year, and we still got a few weeks left to go. So we're trying to finish the year off strong. That's my deal. Trying to finish the year off strong. And then go into January, hopefully get some momentum into January, because January is the second worst month of the year, typically for us, besides December. Actually, I think January may be worse. So that's what we got going on. But I think we'll sign off here, so I can sweat out the rest of this football game, reply to all these messages I have, and we'll see you guys on the Wednesday live stream. We'll have another YouTube video coming out this week. Hopefully you guys are enjoying the content, and as always, I appreciate that so much. All you guys take care. Yeah, I do have a lot of cars right now, but hopefully we get some more in. But yeah, y'all take care. Have a great night. Have a great week, and talk to you guys.